Director Alan Pollock stands apart from the rest.
It is a chunk of cement about 2 feet by 1 foot in diameter with rusted nails in it and also sand mixed with it. It's about the size of a beach ball.
This rough-hewn, heavy block played a critical role in one of the deadliest man-made catastrophes in American history. What was this historic disaster, and what classic movie did it inspire? 1908. Turn-of-the-century Los Angeles is bursting at the seams, its population tripling in just 10 years. But this desert city can't continue to grow without a new source of water. And the brash superintendent of waterworks, William Mulholland, thinks he has the perfect solution.
William Mulholland was an Irish immigrant. He was an ambitious, brilliant man. He had no formal education, but taught himself engineering and geology.
To solve the city's water shortage, Mulholland devises a bold plan to transport water through a system of aqueducts from lakes and rivers in the Owens Valley, a rich agricultural region north of Los Angeles. To accomplish the feat, city planners deceptively pose as cattle ranchers and buy up thousands of acres of land from unsuspecting local farmers. And soon, the construction of the aqueduct begins.
Mulholland used 3,900 workers to complete the task, and they had to dig 164 tunnels through the mountains between the Mojave Desert and Los Angeles.
And in 1913, after 5 years of construction, the waterway connecting Los Angeles to the Owens Valley is completed. The achievement represents the pinnacle of Mulholland's career.
But not everybody liked Mulholland.
Farmers and ranchers in the area watch as their crops dry up and their land turns fallow.
The people of the Owens Valley never forgot how their water was taken, and they reviled the man.
And soon they take action. In May 1924, a clandestine group of local farmers destroys a section of the aqueduct with dynamite, setting off a series of disruptive attacks that becomes known as the California Water Wars. But Mulholland is determined to protect the city's access to its precious waters.
Because of the sabotage of the aqueduct, Mulholland decided to build a series of reservoirs closer to the city of Los Angeles to maintain about a year's supply of water in the event of a problem.
And the centerpiece of the project is the St. Francis Dam, a massive concrete structure located just miles from the city. After 2 years, construction is complete, and the reservoir is filled with 12 million gallons of water from the aqueduct. But on the morning of March 12, 1928, something is wrong.
The dam keeper who lived just below the dam noticed muddy water flowing out of the foundation of the western abutment of the dam.
William Mulholland receives a frantic phone call and calmly arrives later in the morning to inspect the structure.
He came to the conclusion that the water leakage from the dam was normal and decided to go back home. He would regret this decision for the rest of his life.
At 3 minutes before midnight, just hours after Mulholland inspected the site, the colossal dam suddenly gives way.
A huge wall of water, 10 stories high, escaped from the dam into the valley below. It took with it homes, roads, bridges, and created a massive path of destruction on its way to the Pacific Ocean.
When Superintendent Mulholland receives the news, he is devastated.
His first thought was, please God, don't let anybody be killed.
Rescuers sift through the wreckage, like this chunk of the dam now on display at the Santa Clarita Valley Historical Society. And they are shocked by the unimaginable loss of life. Nearly 600 people have been killed in the disaster. In the wake of the tragedy, authorities are determined to find out if the collapse of the dam was an engineering failure or the result of a deliberate act of sabotage.
Mulholland himself was suspicious that the angry people in the Owens Valley may have sabotaged or dynamited the dam.
But when experts investigate the site, they discover the dam may have been doomed before it was even built.
Turned out that the location of the dam was the true culprit in the disaster.
The structure was built on bedrock, destabilized by an ancient landslide thousands of years ago. And under the massive force of 12 million gallons of water, the mountainside once again gave way. But sadly, William Mulholland's insatiable ambition may also have played a critical role.
In order to increase the water capacity of the dam, Mulholland had decided to raise the height of the dam by 20 feet, but failed to widen the base of the dam in order to compensate for that.
Following an inquest, Mulholland is cleared of any criminal responsibility, but his meteoric career is over.
The man who had been such a hero to the city of Los Angeles spent the rest of his life as a broken man until his death in 1935.
But the legacy of William Mulholland lives on. The tragic tale of the waterman's downfall becomes the inspiration for Roman Polanski's 1974 blockbuster, Chinatown. And today, at the Santa Clarita Valley Historical Society, this raw chunk of cement serves as a tangible reminder of one man's ambition, which led him from triumphant heights to the depths of disgrace and ruin. In the city of brotherly love, just steps from Independence